Riot Games, obviously, are geniuses. They are the kings of games development, and they can figure out everything, anything they need to do to make their games better, enhance their community, monetize things. Yeah, they're the best. They make the best games. They build the best systems. And so anyway, they've absolutely come up with another insane winning idea. One that I just couldn't even fathom, right? As to, how have they done it? And that is, they have come up with the idea of how to monetize their failing streams. And I've been waiting for a while to see what they were going to do, what idea they were going to come up with. And I'll tell you, it's an absolute blinder. It's the type of idea that nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, and certainly not the entire community years ago, could have come up with. And so here's what they have come up with to keep the LCS, the LEC, the future of League of Legends, how they're going to monetize it. Here's the idea they've come up with. Twitch subs. I want you, okay, to think back when League first started taking off as an esport, and the most watched streams were LCS games back in the glory days of like the TSM and the CLG rivalry. And they weren't teams of great players, but they were all like, you know, almost like influencers in their own way. Everybody loved those games, right? Everybody used to watch the NA LCS. It was like the place to fucking be. And they would have millions of people watching on Twitch. And then people used to say back then, they'd go, wow, they should have people sub for this. They'd make a fortune. And they were like, oh, no. That's really reductive, actually. You would have to be an idiot to think that's a good idea, because we want our game to grow and we want everyone to see it. And we don't want to create haves and have-nots. No, when you come into Twitch, you're going to watch the game for free, and it's the viewing numbers, actually, and the continual growth of the pie that's going to make League of Legends great and going to make Riot Games great and make more and more people come. And it's going to grow, and it'll be exponential. In fact, it'll never stop growing. There's no way it could ever stop. So actually, if we started charging people, even a Twitch sub, and just not even charging them, really, you can still watch the game with or without a sub, but you get a bunch of cool shit. No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And it's actually a very silly idea of yours to suggest otherwise. And by the way, we've got the internal data, and we know things you don't know. So we know it's a bad idea, and we would never do it. Anyway, they wheeled out the mouth of Sauron, pictured here. You're the best, Zimmerman. They wheeled out the mouth of Sauron to explain how they have come up with an incredible new idea, one which no one has ever thought of before. And it's Twitch subs. Huh. Now, I'm sure some people did suggest that back in the day. No. You must be mistaken. So let's listen. How are you going to sell me this?
Big news today for...
Okay. Oh, is it big? Big news today. You're going to be able to use a feature that is one of the foundational, basic aspects of the platform we've been broadcasting on for over a decade. Okay, well, that's big.
Big news today. For the first time ever, the LCS will be turning on Twitch subs for a test during our playoffs.
Huh. Turning them on for a test.
We'll be rolling out a ton of features, both to test the appetite for subs in general, as well as which features fans are connecting most with. So let me walk you through them. On the Twitch side, there's all the things you would expect with a sub. When you sub, there'll be a little graphic recognizing it. We'll have badges and emotes now that they are on the official subs. You can use them anywhere on the Twitch site. You don't need a third-party plugin, which is typically how it's worked for us in the past. There'll be ad-free viewing as well. You'll notice that we started to put more content in breaks, and it felt a little bad when people got hit with an ad then. Now people have an option to avoid that or just go back and watch on VODs later. Fans will also get additional points for voting on who they want to hear from after a series and an interview, which we'll be doing during playoffs.
Right. Let's just go back because I've got opinions. So basically, the big features, right? The big plans, the big rewards that you're going to get in this test for subbing is pretty much the standard fare that you get for every single fucking channel on the platform. Right? Like, he's literally just described what a Twitch channel is. Like, you're doing it now. You're doing it right now. Look. There, look at this combination here that Elmio's posted. R. Lewis Lips, that's me, doing this. Still to this day, don't know what I was doing. Thorin Lull, he's doing his laughy beak face next to a Maui snake. Oops, he looks like he's high there. And then there's just Kassad there, looking like he's about to go into an MMA bout. And then, Are You Insane? A classic from Kassad. I see emotes all the time that I don't recognize, right? Look at this. Look, what's this one? I don't know what that is. Is that an animal smoking a joint? Anyway, they have literally just described what a Twitch channel is. Yeah, ad-free viewing. Yeah, wicked. Didn't we propose that as like a big component of the pay-per-view model? It was so far behind the curve. Like, the Twitch sub should have been just what you were doing on like fucking day one on broadcasting on Twitch. Should have just been... No, but we've got to grow the pie, actually, Richard. You don't understand. If there's got to be no barriers, and people mustn't feel like there's haves or have-nots in the community. But anyway, this idea rears its head again.
And watch on VODs later. Fans will also get additional points for voting on who they want to hear from after a series and an interview.
Oh, this fucking garbage, fucking fan interaction, fucking nonsense. Just metastasizing in esports. Like, listen, this is what I always say. Like, I know, like, you know, when I'm working on a show, I know what's good. That's why I'm being hired to do the fucking show, man. You're watching at home. You don't know what's good. There's a reason why not all fucking TV shows are Big Brother-style nightmares of interactivity. Well, I don't want Phil Mitchell to die in a drunken taxi accident. I want Grant Mitchell to die. So I'm pressing my red button, and you've got to rewrite the whole fucking next 6 months of EastEnders to suit my fucking whims. Nah, that sucks. That can't work. That's not tenable. And the problem with this is it's not going to stop with, oh, we'd really like to hear from Faker again. If he's not banging his head off a fucking wall, that is, right? It's not just going to be the same people getting interviewed over and over and over again, creating a fucking, you know, repetitive, boring fucking content, slop being served up. They're gonna put it into other things. They're gonna let you choose segments. They're gonna pre-record like 3 segments, and it's gonna be like, oh, Mark Zimmerman in a bath of custard. Somebody does a jump scare on shot. We'll play only one of them. Vote now. Like, oh God, this is shit. This was shit 20 years ago. Please no, but no, they're bringing it back and they're tying it to subs.
Which we'll be doing during playoffs. Outside of Twitch, we'll be doing a bunch of Discord integrations as well.
Discord integrations. Wow. Like, I just don't... What have you been doing all this time, Riot? Like, what have you actually been doing? What have you actually been doing? Like, it's mental. You have to understand how short-sighted this fucking company has actually been in terms of how it's mismanaged its product. It's actually staggering. This is a company, by the way, that when it had its own forums, because nobody used them and everybody was using the subreddit, they closed down their own forums and just said, we'll just control the fucking losers that run that subreddit. That works. That's sustainable. By the way, they could have just gone to Reddit and gone, we want to control our own subreddit. Back then, that would have been fine. Yeah, Reddit publicly postured like, oh, there's no corporate influence over our site. They've just given up any pretense of that slowly over the years. It's the most astroturfed social media shithole on the internet. They could have just gone to Reddit and gone, we want our own forums, and could have had total control. Didn't do that. Then they were behind the fucking 8 ball on all of the content stuff. Didn't use Twitch subs. Didn't have anything to offer Twitch subs, like beyond, like, you know, the bare bones. Never marketed around that. And now it's like, surely you have a fan Discord. Surely you have an official LCS Discord. And surely, like, I don't know, you have people come on and there's benefits to it, and you put additional content out there, and occasionally, like, oh shit, like a player might come in and do like a town hall, or someone from the dev team might come in and there's benefits to being a sub there or whatever. No, none of this? None of this. Oh, okay, my bad.
You can link your account to join exclusive sub chat on there, and we'll be posting a lot of exclusive content that we haven't done before. You'll get behind the scenes videos from talent on the day, things like that.
Oh, wow.
In there, and we'll do a couple times during the weeks.
Wow, this is crazy, man.
Kind of content to talk with
an AMA. Oh my god, an AMA. Oh, like, it's crazy. Like, interacting with, like, the fans to create value. What? Like, just utterly insane. Like this, like, what brain trust has fucking put this together? Here's the thing. These are all good ideas, but these are all good ideas in 2010, right? It's like, it's almost embarrassing to present this now. You know all that shit we should have just been doing? Like, we're doing it now. We're doing it now when it's too fucking late.
Additionally, we are going to allow fans to vote on who they want to watch as a pro view, and we'll post a single player's perspective after each series. Those votes will happen only for subs on this exclusive Discord, so make sure to link your account and join up there. Last and certainly not least, if you use a paid or gifted sub while the channel is live, you'll unlock the exclusive in-game emote of Brain Off.
It's just, I don't know. Oh, it's too much. So, there's just like, okay, right, Brain Off, yeah? Like, if you're going to commit to it, right, and sort of say that, you know, your fans are brainless, which anyone still supporting Riot Games, the direction of League of Legends, you know, anyone taking this is like, oh, I'm excited. Yeah, brainless, fine, brain off. But I've got to say, okay, do you remember when we did the mentally ill t-shirt and we all had to pretend that it wasn't mentally ill because people got upset? Because you're not supposed to poke fun at mental illness, and a brain with an IV drip going into it is bad, apparently. And it was one of Chloe's like great designs, and we had to call it Brain Power. Do you remember that? Now, here's the thing. Brain Power didn't work as a concept because of the disconnect between the image, which was a brain that was sick. It was it was mentally ill, you might say. It wasn't powerful at all. And so mentally ill was perfect for it because of what was contained in the artwork. Can anyone explain to me what's going on there? Like, so I haven't played League in a while, so I'm guessing they've made like a fucking Lego Renekton skin or something shit, right? Is that? Yeah, figured. There you go. It's called Renektoy. Of course it is. It's fine. I could see straight away what they were doing. It's fine. Renektoy. Hilarious. Right. I'm going to try and not be crude, and I'm just going to try and move past the fact that maybe I'm not a weeb, right? But I was always... I've been exposed to enough anime and hentai by total accident on the internet, because you can't really avoid it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, right? That when you do the mouth open, tongue out thing, right, that's you're being lewd and you're flushed, aren't you? Right? Like, and horny or something. Right? That's the thing, isn't it? Now, that's problem number one. But then problem number two is he's doing the horny tongue out face, and he's got what appears to be a brown liquid substance dripping down his chin. Almost as if he's had an insanely enthusiastic ass-eating session. Which is fine, you know? Some people like some spice on the taco. Not for me. But I don't judge. So that's problem number one. Now, even if we move from... Forget that he's just got ass dripping down his chin. Forget that. Okay, let's pretend that never happened. No one has eaten any ass. There's no ass been eaten. There's no ass chin. Let's just stick with the wanky, horny tongue face. Yeah. Obviously can't do it because I'm not a Japanese cartoon. But, okay, he's also got droopy about to blow my beans eyes. And the emote is called brain off. Right? Now, brain, to get brain, that's slang for head, oral sex. Off, to get off, is to get off. Brain off, about to droopy blow my beans eyes, wanky tongue mouth. I don't know. So there's that. And then, even if I was to ignore that and not dub this Renectagoon, Goonagator, let's just put all that to one side and then not make it weird and sexual. What are the symbols denoting? The two little pops is that he's stunned? Like he's been bashed on the head? And then what's the spiral coming out of his mouth? Oh, a loading icon? Like buffering. He's buffering. And what's the spiral? Because, you know, that is the symbol from True Detective Season 1, isn't it? And I'm just worried that we might end up in fucking Renecta Carcosa. So, Renecton Ledoux. I don't get, that just has so many design problems. Emotes, simplicity is what makes a good emote. I'm going to put some emotes in the chat, right? For example, this is a good emote. Not like this. Look at that emote, right? Not like this. That's a fucking classic. It's like somebody putting their head in their hands, looking disappointed. It conveys the emotion instantly. Another example, right? Here we go. Resident Sleeper. Obviously the universal symbol that Yanko is on the desk, right? Obviously, it's somebody nodding off. Like, you know, they might be bored, okay? What face, right? Obviously, like somebody like, what the fuck is that? It's great, right? What face? A classic. You instantly know, you know, what's going on and what emotion is being demoted. Another example. Wang Wang. Obviously, this means that there is a Southeast Asian dwarf super spy about to get on a moped. Everybody knows, okay? Everybody knows what it means. When I look at that, I have to say, I don't know if the internet has broken my brain, but being 100% honest, I don't see brain off. I do see, like, stoned, maybe, or, as I said, probably a gooner at this point. Probably had... he's porn sick. The internet's broke his brain. He's addicted to porn. He's a gooner. But, like, I do see a weird kind of, like, sapphic facial expression to it. So I don't know. We can shelve all that and edit that out. But that isn't a good emote. That isn't a good emote is the point. And the idea, oh, I've done it. I haven't said the idea for fucking days. And Joe Biden's ruined the idea, right? But I haven't said it for days. Everyone gets one. No, don't put it. I have worked so fucking hard on not saying the idea. You have no idea how hard it is not to say the idea as a qualifying beginning to the sentence. And I have not done it I didn't do it on the last stream. I didn't do it on the stream before that. I even haven't been saying idea, which is really hard if you need to convey what an idea is. But the idea, I'm sticking to it, it works here, that is somehow worth money, being able to use that. And all joking aside, this is the problem Riot have. Because they want this to be an edgy little insulting emote, don't they? They want it to be a little edgy insulting emote. They want it to be like, haha, brain off, more. But this is the same company that was banning people for saying GG easy. This is the same company that, like, was stopping people from spamming those stupid, like, little penguin fucking emotes in the game. So obviously this should have been someone like like the moron one they took away from my channel. It should be like that. Brain off, right? Should be that. Probably didn't have to do the voice. But it's Riot, so they can't commit to it. They can't do it because they want to be edgy, but they don't. Oh no, it's like toxic, and so your brain off emote doesn't even look like someone with their brain off. Also, gotta be said, why choose an already complicated skin? Why not just go with a default hero? If, like, I haven't played League of Legends for a while, and I decide I'm going to come back to League of Legends, I wouldn't necessarily know what the fuck Renekton is. Obviously, I'm a media student, so I figured it out immediately. But people who haven't been trained in media, I almost said it without laughing, people who haven't been trained in media studies, obviously they might just look at that and just be like, don't even know who that is. Who cares whether his brain's on or off? It's just a toy crocodile. Certainly don't play League of Legends for that kind of content. Anyway, what I'm looking forward to is reading the comments when this invariably goes to YouTube, and everybody thinking this lengthy breakdown of this emote is indeed serious. It's a meta commentary on how shit and how basic it is, but it's fine.
The exclusive in-game emote of Brain Off. It is the perfect emote for LCS fans. This will be in your Twitch inventory when you sub, and you can claim it there. One question we expect from the community is what's going to be happening with the money when you sub. For this short-term test, since it's going on during playoffs, what we're going to do is match any of the revenue we generate by increasing the prize pooling the same amount. Twitch subs will be enabled starting...
So they're going to match it. They're just going to give the money away to begin with. So what they've done there, though, is a trick. I don't know if you've observed this, but for some reason, esports fans get really het up about prize pools. I don't know why. It's not your money, right? Well, it is a lot of the time. People love crowdsourcing really big prize pools. In particular, obviously, the Dota community, they seem to think that TI just doesn't count now because instead of it being 40 million, it's like 4. Like, you know, I saw a comment the other day on the Dota subreddit. There was some documentary and it was called like Playing for Millions. And it was about not the last TI, but the one before. It was some, I think, German or Swedish. I can tell Swedish and German people apart, but I didn't look at the documentary itself because I have no interest in watching something in a language I don't speak. But anyway, Playing for Millions, it was called. And the top comment, and that was in there immediately, right, was, playing for millions of pennies now. Which, I mean, yeah, that's still good. It's still money. What we doing? But no, they got... So what they've done here is, if you sub a lot, we'll match that and put it into the prize pool, and the prize pool will go up. Well, the community can't have the prize pool go up by a shit amount, right? So, oh, God, it's only a Twitch sub. So they're going to run out, they're going to sub. Riot are going to put that money in, and then they're going to turn around and look at the numbers, and they're going to go, oh, wow, look at this totally typical subbing thing we've done. This can work all the time.
Twitch subs will be enabled starting in playoffs on August 17th on Saturday.
Can't wait.
Make sure to sub then, and also grab your tickets to attend in person.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Thanks for that. You are the best, Zimmerman. I mean it every time I say it. You are the best. Now, just for some more comedy.
Big news.
No, I don't want to hear it twice. Just for some more comedy. I don't even know what they're doing. Like, they've just given up. They've just, like, given up. I want you to look at the graphic for the announcement. They've just given up. I mean, they're taking the piss. Like they're taking the piss. Like, this is a graphic. Twitch subs. It's like a really uncreative thumbnail. It's just so fucking shit. And like the background is like Cloud9, Cloud9, Cloud9. 100 Thieves, Immortals, Cloud9. Introducing LCS Twitch subscriptions, exclamation point. We are excited to introduce Twitch subscriptions. Excited. For the LCS Twitch channel, offering fans a new way to engage with and support the LCS ecosystem. Look at your LCS badge. And that, by the way, that is their chat emote. Which, I mean, it must be animated. It must do something. But that, that looks terrible. That's like a really complicated thing to fit into a tiny little... It's not animated. No, it has to be animated. He has to be like moving or something. It can't. That might conceivably be the least creative thing I've ever seen. And I just looked at this. So there's no way. It has to move. It has to move. It really isn't animated. Oh my god, no. This is shit, guys. This is really shit. Oh, it is animated. There you go. See? Mishima Yukio. Can I see it? Oh, you're not subbed to LCS. I mean, don't do that, obviously. That's fine. Anyway. So it does move, okay. But it's still shit. This sounds awful. You get increased interaction, get higher priority in fan polls, and broadcast recognition on air. Oh, God, no. Somebody spare a fucking thought for the people doing the LCS broadcast. Like, oh, my God. Oh, it's a fucking Elite Sniper Wolf 69's back. Thanks for the 12 months. I mean, I will say, I fucking hope they get the shit trolled out of them. It'll be so fucking hilarious. Because I can't link it on Twitter, but they already had, like... Thorin tweeted it out, of course. They already had people doing that thing where what you do is you create a username that looks inoffensive, but then if you read it... yeah, if you read it quickly... Uh-oh. I've just said a word that's going to get me cancelled. And no, I'm not talking about Seymour Butts or my cunt. Classics, though they are. I'm talking about. There's a new generation. And so if you go on Thorin's Twitter, you can see that. That's just a terrible idea. We get back to the in-game emote. It somehow looks worse here. I just don't get why they've gone with this for brain off. It's just crazy. Okay, let's get to... You've milked this bit, Richard. No, I'm the best, Zimmerman. Listen, there's no other fucking esports streamer that can milk this for fucking 30 minutes. This is the best part. Why enable subscriptions? Why? Okay, well, I've got an idea. Is it a desperate flailing attempt at one last roll of the dice to monetize this shit before you totally sell it all out to Saudi Arabia because they're the only motherfuckers buying? Is it that? Let's see. This initiative marks the first time the LCS is activating Twitch subscriptions despite a long history of broadcasting. It introduces features that enhance community engagement and provides fans with new tools to show their support. It's community building. See? You thought the weird ass-eating pornographic replicator was you know, a fucking just a shameless, pathetic cash grab. But turns out actually that it's like a secret handshake, like some sort of acceptable dog whistle, where we'll all get in a channel together and I'll just be able to tip you the fucking Renekton toy. There you go, brain off. And you'll go, brain off. It's your brain off, my brain's off. I paid $5 for this. My brain's definitely off. But it's community building, guys. Subs receive access to emotes and badges that make the chat experience more enjoyable and rewarding. Access to exclusive content, a private Discord channel. Can't see anything going wrong there. LCS talent and more. We get better control as a channel. Better control? Oh, okay, what do you mean? Subs unlock a suite of features otherwise not available to a channel. For example, emote-only mode for moderation is more restrictive than sub-only on well-behaved fans. All right. I mean, it was Riot. So obviously they were going to have to at some point bring up the spectre of moderation and the word control. No, we can go into sub-only mode where we have conditioned all of our fans. Brain off, emotions off. No sub would ever misbehave. Ad-free viewing in combination with VODs allows us to air more content during breaks. Additionally, LCS Twitch emotes can also be used on other channels. Incredible. Direct support. Subscribing now influences the prize pool directly, making every subscription impactful to the broader ecosystem. Riot will maintain the standard partner split with Twitch. For this test, we'll increase the LCS summer prize pool, matching 100% of the revenue we earn. This straightforward short-term approach to Twitch subscription revenue will run only during the summer playoffs. The really depressing part is Riot have gone from being a company that used to be able to influence Twitch policy, right? Used to be able to back channel, get streamers banned, try and get Tyler One banned because, quote, he can't be the first person that comes up when people put League of Legends into Twitch. And now they don't even have the fucking clout to get a special Twitch deal. Oh, how the fucking mighty have fallen. And then down here, what's next? We're launching this program to measure fan interest and gather insights on features that enhance the LoL esports watch experience. Learnings from this trial could help us shape the future of Riot esports. It's a shame you didn't do it 12 years ago, really, because then you would have the insights and the money now. And back then, you were good and successful and people wanted to watch. And now you have failed in the attention economy and you are dying and flailing. And by the way, you got to try harder. This is an embarrassment. This here. Twitch subs. Crazy. So yeah, pretty embarrassing, all things considered. That's Riot Games' great idea. That's going to dig them out of the existential hole that they've fell in, as presented by Mark Zimmerman, the best Zimmerman. The commissioner, the totally real commissioner, that's definitely making a superior product. But look, let's be real. LCS fans deserve everything they get. They're idiots. Their brain is off.